to keep his secret under wraps, if he would have just taken 75 cents and kept himself under wraps, this would not have been an issue.
It's true. Very true.
See, and Mr. Sheen, that is what we call winning. Okay, so
think of all the prostitutes and porno stars that he's had sex with, and he's just introducing and reintroducing this back into the fold.
Oh, yeah. It could very well be the downfall of Hollywood.
It's true. But then again, if I ever heard that a woman had sex with Charlie Sheen, HIV or no HIV, I would never touch her with a 50-foot pole. I don't care if it was Jennifer Love Hewitt, and she is one woman that I find absolutely fascinating that I would cheat on my wife with. Not that I'm saying I would.
Well, see, keep in mind, I mean, when you're talking about Charlie Sheen, you have to just take it as a given that there's going to be at least one of the minor STDs mixed up in there somewhere. Okay, somebody's passing around the clap. There's going to be a lot of clap going around. It's gonna be like a full round of applause, okay? Like going around, okay? Because Charlie Sheen has just been in bed with just so many people, and I say that to say this. I mean, I can't blame him. He's Charlie Sheen,
right?
I mean, look at some of his early success. I mean, hell, I'd have been out there sport effing too.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to know the thing that does kill me about that whole story? The one fact that's got me like, what? They were talking about how, aside from just regular women and groupies at parties and famous people and whatnot that he's slept with, he's talking about how many sex workers he has slept with.
Right.
They're talking. And I think that they totaled the number of what he spent on sex workers to somewhere is just about 53 grand, something like that. And I'm thinking,
that's a lot of tail.
That's a lot of tail by our income. But we're thinking of Charlie freaking Sheen. Okay, it's like a drop in the bucket. And now I got to wonder, he's kind of cheap.
Really?
Think of it. That's the one thing that's got me bugged about this whole story. Just the fact that he managed to have that much sex on 53 grand. Yeah. Obviously.
It should be in the millions.
Right. You would think, right? Like you.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're Charlie Sheen, and you've got your 2.5 Men, millions upon millions of dollars.
Exactly.
Should you ever have to pay for sex?
Okay, first off, how many episodes of that came on per month or per week?
I mean, typical season is around 20 to 26 episodes a year.
Okay, so somebody do the math. 26 episodes a year times how much per episode?
Probably, I think it was about $500,000.
Okay, so
that's $13 million.
Yeah. Okay. $13 million.
Put the calculator down, Phil. It's $13 million. I already know. I got this. I'm a math guy. I'm a sports guy and I'm a math guy.
I hate math people.
Hey, Freeze.
Why are you looking at me? I pulled out the calculator. He's the one getting in his head.
Hey, Freeze. That's you, buddy. Saying that in the nicest, most Christian way possible.
Okay.
Kiss my butt.
I hate math people. They look at me like I'm some sort of failure when I can't come up with the figure as fast as they can. I'm like, just shut up. I can count it, just slower. Shut up.
Let me get my abacus real quick so I can do the math for you.
So, $13 million
a year, and that's 1 year.
Yeah,
that show's been on for like a decade.
Okay,
over a decade, I think.
So, $130 million. Yeah, give or take $5,750,000 or so. Is what he would have made over his tenure of this show, right? Like can we get those figures?
Well, how about this? I'm looking up Charlie Sheen's net worth.
Okay.
Right now.
Well, I mean, you don't want his current net worth. he's
could have gone down a little bit. I guess.
Yeah, he's taking a hit.
We need the current net worth of 2014.
Well, how about this? According to Forbes, just keep this in mind. Between 2008 and 2013,
okay.
So that's a 5-year span. Yes, I did math again for you. Okay.
Yes, but I'm glad he did it.
Terrible person.
Thank you, Rain Man.
Exactly. Just those 5 years I guess it'd be 6 years technically from 08 to 13. He made $131 million just in that 6-year span.
$131 million.
Yep.
He spends 53 grand on sex.
That's not even 10%. I mean, come on, ever hear of tipping?
Well, that ass was extra nice today. I'm going to give you an extra 2 bits right there, baby.
A little something special.
Yeah. Go buy yourself something nice with
Right.
this.
Now go clean the cocaine off. So this is just cheap. Just cheap. Okay, so and you know what? That should be a disturbing news story. Not that he's spreading around HIV. The fact that he's doing it on the dirt, like doing it for cheap. All right, are we ready?
All right, Priest, you're up next. What's your next disturbing one?
Here we go. In Hackensack, New Jersey, police were called to the home of a man threatening himself with a knife. When they arrived, they found Wayne Carter, a mentally. You know what? Isn't that Little Wayne's name? Yeah, I'll get back to that. They found Wayne Carter, a mentally ill man. Oh, it is Lil Wayne, who had been unable to receive proper treatment and was living in a room in his brother's home. When police attempted to subdue Carter, he horrifyingly cut open his own abdomen and began throwing his intestines and hunk of skin at the officers, saying that he was going to die today and going to heaven. Despite his self-inflicted partial disembowelment, Carter survived.
Dude, I don't even know how to go there.
I'm not even sure how to write that down.
Wait a second.
There's not enough room on the bracket for it?
Write down.
Disembowelment guy?
Write down man dressed in gutsito.
Oh, jeez.
I like that one.
Gutsito. Jot it down.
Oh.
I love this. I got two.
Dude, you see, I found some like disturbing stuff. You found some sick stuff, okay?
Yeah.
You should have saved it for next month where we have like the sickest news stories of 2015. I was trying to just go for disturbing. You're going for like trying to make everyone vom on the radio and stuff. Up with that.
I think that we should have a crazy eight of the most disturbing news stories I've found, and see which one of those bubbles its way to the top.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
we'll see what happens.
Phil, your turn.
Yeah. Let's see.
What do you got?
Mass shootings. The multiple mass shootings that we've had in this country this last year.
Like 250 of them or something like that?
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the ones in Rossburg, Lafayette, Chattanooga, the Planned Parenthood, latest one, San Bernardino. Yeah, they've been all over the place.
Wow. And motive?
Changes. Well, the one in San Bernardino may, if you're watching Fox News, they automatically say it's because they're Muslim.
Okay, first off, I will never watch Fox News.
I don't watch Fox News, but it's what I read on the internet. The internet's always right.
It's not even meant to be watched.
Okay, fair enough. But you know, they did have now the two people from this, because this was actually going to be one of my stories, so I did look into it a bit more. But the husband and wife, Syed Rizwan Farouk and Tashfeen Malik, had basically pledged to an ISIS leader or an ISIL leader. I don't know, whichever it is. I think it's the same thing, except I don't know. I like ISIS better. It just sounds more cuter. But yeah, they basically had pledged their loyalty to ISIS, and then they kill 14 people and injure another 21. And they were supposed to blow up a bomb, but they didn't get it blown up. So, but they did kill a lot of people. I mean, they hurt a lot of people, and they were pursued by police and killed in a shootout a few hours later. To which I say, good freaking riddance.
Right? Like, just wow.
Jeez. Yeah.
Wow.
Some sick people out there.
All
right, how about this? All right, so my next story is a little more sad than disturbing, but I considered it to be significantly disturbing.
Okay, gotcha.
So we all remember the day before the Grammys, Whitney Houston passed away. You know, this is 2014 when this happened. Okay, she passed away in a bathtub at some ritzy, Beverly Hills thing, and her daughter, Bobby Christina, got really distraught over it, and she passed away face down in a bathtub in her Atlanta condo, or at least she basically passed out and eventually succumbed to her injuries after being, dying in a bathtub just like her mom did, just like Whitney Houston did. And for me, that was really disturbing. All the extra family stuff, saying, oh, it was the boyfriend who might have done it, or, that part I didn't really care about. I just think of this, young girl. I mean, she's she's in her late teens, early 20s. It's not like she was a 10-year-old little girl, but still, she was raised in the limelight. She had crackheads for parents.
Yes.
Very talented crackheads, but they were still crackheads. And oh yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Whitney and Bobby used to do more drugs than like half of Harlem.
Yeah, that was.
Is that appropriate? Is that racist? Me saying that?
That's not racist. They do a lot of drugs in Harlem.
What is that?
Yeah.
That is not me. That's got to be Tommy.
Oh,
That's got to be.
sound like somebody today.
Tommy has heard our news stories and is over ripping the wires out.
I was gonna say it sounded like somebody swim. Somebody jumped into a pool.
So Whitney Houston, huh?
No, Bobby Christina. So
Bobby Christina. Okay.
Bobby Christina.
Bobby
Yeah.
Christina.
She is amongst my.
That's wow. Yeah, and you know what? I'm wondering what happened. What is that sound? What is that sound? The mystery sound that none of us can track.
Text the man. I don't think he can hear us.
That's no. I don't think it can. Yeah. I'm gonna send him a text. Are you okay?
You jump into the pool.
Right. Are you okay? Tommy?
Should the flooding come back?
Freeze, there's no sounds on this end.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Well, then, right. Did someone else come in on our call? You know
Wait,
what?
one of your kids upstairs.
No. You know what, though? They still shouldn't be coming over the feed.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what, though? That's what live radio is all about.
It is what live radio is all about.
All right, so I believe
Ghost
it's my
in the
turn.
machine.
Right?
Ghost in the machine.
Ghost in the machine. Ghost in the... All right, so are we ready?
Yeah.
The disappearing toxic package. At a U.S. Postal Service sorting facility in Orlando, Florida, which, by the way, Florida is just people that are just.
Oh, you could just look up Florida. You could pull up like 35,000 stories.
This is Florida is its own bracket for this crazy age. But all right, at a U.S. Postal Service sorting facility in Orlando, Florida, employees discovered a mysterious package leaking a brown sticky chemical and covered in tubes and wires. According to its return address, the parcel came from Yemen.
Oh,
Jeffrey Lill, the shift supervisor, had the facility evacuated and moved the package to a hazardous material zone. Soon after, Lill became sick, suffering from fatigue, tremors, neurological issues, all consistent with exposure to toxic chemicals. The Postal Service, however, claims the events never happened and that no such package ever existed. Even after other employees and documents confirmed Lill's story, the post office still denies this incident. Doctors have so far been unable to determine Lill's exact illness. So, bottom line, something came through the mail.
From Yemen.
Right, from Yemen. Postal inspector gets sick, the shift supervisor gets sick, and then all of a sudden it never happened, and this package is gone. Nobody knows where it went, where it is, and cannot even prove that it was ever.
Should we call that post office brown stuff?
There we go. Post office brown stuff.
Post office brown stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So it fits at chips.
So I know that we've got 8 slots and we've got 3 of us here. So Phil, I think I want to be able to throw out one more before we isolate the 8. So okay. Phil, if you want to throw yours out, I want to throw one final one out after you, and let's see if we can clamp it down and figure out which should be our top 8 of the 9 that we shoot out. Is that?
I'm just kind of wondering if we're going to say the same thing.
What you got?
Caitlyn Jenner.
So
there you go.
Apparently, y'all were on the same. Well, no,
yes.
Hold on, wait. You guys could have been thinking of 2 different things. Which one of you was thinking of Caitlyn? Who was thinking of Bruce?
I don't like to think of Bruce because when I think of an Olympic hero,
I'm sure Caitlyn doesn't either. So there's
touché, salesman.
Who's Bruce? The internet will even correct you if you try to search for Bruce. Bruce who?
I want that kind of power.
I
want to just be someone else on the internet. That's awesome.
Like if you search for whatever Olympic you won, if you say 1972 Olympics, who won the gold medal, and it will not tell you Bruce Jenner won it. It will tell you Caitlyn Jenner won it.
Yep. That's
everywhere on the internet. You cannot search for Bruce Jenner. It will correct you into Caitlyn.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, test the theory.
I'm doing it now. And while we're doing that, since we've already slipped into sports, I can see Andrew itching to give the sports report of the week.
Hold on, before I jump into that, I want to elaborate a little bit more about why I think that the whole Caitlyn Jenner saga, for me personally, is disturbing. Okay, did it do it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I typed in Bruce, and Came back, Caitlin.
There you go. So there's two reasons why I believe. Now, keep in mind, first off, that Caitlin has not finished, has not gone through